Disney Conservation is committed to saving wildlife and building a global community inspired to protect the magic of nature. Each year, the Disney Conservation Fund recognizes passionate individuals and teams dubbed Disney Conservation Heroes, who are working to save wildlife and engage their communities in conservation solutions. The St. Kitts Sea Turtle Monitoring Network announced that one of our very own, Theophilus Taylor of Newton Ground, was honored as a 2021 Disney Conservation Hero for his efforts as a senior sea turtle technician. Today we have the pleasure of welcoming Theophilus Taylor to Good Morning SKN to learn more about this. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm okay.
Well, let's start with this. How did you feel knowing that you were honored as a Disney Conservation Hero?
Well, I'm feeling very, very, very multiplied by very happy. Happy multiplied by happy. I'm feeling great.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So I would like to know, what is it that you receive as a prize or trophy?
What I receive?
Yeah, as the prize or trophy?
Me ain't get no surprise.
No, as the prize.
Oh, what I would want to get?
No, what did you get? Was it a trophy?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay,
Not
okay.
He
yet.
got the honor and he got the title.
Okay.
Not
He
yet.
recognized it.
Not yet.
And that's so humbling, I imagine, to have your work recognized in that way. So I
Okay.
can understand why you feel very, very happy. I can't even say it like you. Multiplied to infinity.
Multiply happy by happy.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So why did you previously catch turtles? And how big was the largest one, if you remember at all?
Well, I used to be a fisherman, not all like now. So I'm a part-time fisherman, still go at the beach and do other etc. things around fishes and species. But I used to catch turtle for a living.
Okay.
Big and large and different type of turtle what we have here around in our area. I used to do it for a living at the Sandy Point Landing area
Okay.
named Pump Bay. Then Dr. Stewart and her team used to come there, and weekend when we slaughtering the turtles, to get a sample of the turtle, like the blood, a piece of the liver, heart, or whatever parts you want. So once we butcher them there, she'll come and collect what she wants, and then after that she start to explain to me, these species are very slow growing species,
Okay.
and I would have to slow down on them. I was very feeling angry, but anyhow, I listened to her, she talked to me very nice, and I work with her, and then she offered me a job. The first job she offered me, that's what the sugar industry just closed. I used to work in the field in the sugar industry, used to operate a loader, a machine. Then afterward, the first work I do with her is the night job, monitoring the leatherback.
Okay.
And it was nice, important, and very intelligent. It was nice and experiencely, and I had full education getting it there at night with the leatherback, nesting at the beach. And the first beach she came in at night was Keys, and that's a big nesting beach in St. Kitts. The capital of St. Kitts nesting beach with leatherback is Keys.
Keys, yeah.
Keys is very grateful with leatherback. No maybe about that. And then I work with her and learned a lot of things and that, and so on and so on. And so I continue from night working to day patrolling.
Okay.
So then we know how you changed to helping the St. Kitts Sea Turtle Monitoring Network. You actually just said that.
Yes.
And I love that change because, you were angry at first and you admit that,
Yep.
but then it led to something else, which shows how, your ability to work with someone and change a little bit of who you are led you to be here today as a Disney Conservation Hero. And I'm so grateful that you are.
So can you tell us what do you do as a research assistant?
Well, when the night shift when the laying season is not in, like now the leatherback is just approaching like later in this month.
Okay.
But I'm doing monitoring now still for the leatherback to begin. All totally at night, but we monitor the leatherback at night most likely because they're very difficult to find their eggs and the nest, and the inhabitation is disgusting. So we got to be there on the beach with them. But in the day, the monitoring in the day, I alone go on the beach. And the hawksbill and the green lay at nights. So I patrol the beach in the daytime, monitor it, and look for the nests I can't give you the amount on it because sometimes there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or anything, but I do the monitoring.
Okay.
So when I walk on the beach and I get the nest them, I count them and then I walk on them with like this. If I'm going that way, I put a stake, one, and mark up the bam bam. When I go down there with the nest, I mark it number 2. And then with number 3, I make 3. But on the pipe where I'm going to mark the nest with, I put the variety of the turtle, the nature of the turtle like on it. Like if it's a hawksbill, I put on HB. If it's a green, I write on the whole word green, and a number and a date.
Okay.
So in 2 months' time, I'll still be working in the area, and I'll be checking those nests and to see hatching progress and everything.
Okay.
And when the 2 months up, that is 60 days, I would go back on the same beach and dug them up, see what's going wrong with the nest, see how much hatch out, because it's easy to count when they hatch. The shell is divided in 2, the hatching part divided in 2, piece on the top and piece at the bottom. So we know how to count the top piece as 1, the bottom piece, that's the whole, that's 1, and we put them aside and we get them count and everything. So I know how much hatch from how much unhatched.
Okay.
And I count the difference of them. We have some unhatched, we have 3 stages, I think. We have yolkless, novice development, and dead hatching. So I know all of those type of in the nest, what goes on in there. Okay. So when I put them aside and I count them, I would know what happened to that one. Peep and dead means it come out the shell a little, but it dead, it didn't survive.
Okay.
Yeah, dead hatching is come out the shell completely, and dead in the nest. He ain't gonna come out.
Okay.
And the other one is no development. The egg inside have no development of a young turtle, no assistance to bring no nature of turtle.
So, Mr. Taylor, we were talking about your research, but now I see that there's a camp that you run as well. So what do you teach the children at the camp when they come?
This is a very important one. When I go to the camp at children camp time, at any time around the year, I tell them, when they go at the beach and they saw these kind, I had to demonstrate what they're looking for in the sand, coral with. So there's sometimes they say a tractor come up out the water because they see the thing, the coral track. So in my village and different area, they say, some of them know because I carry my grandchildren at the beach, so they know. So when they go back to school or class, they tell them the others what their grandfather showed them and so. So in my village and certain areas, a lot of people know the tracks. They'll call me and give me a phone call and tell me, well, a turtle nest there last night, they see a turtle nest, and whatnot and what. If the children ask them where the beach, they ain't got to show me the spot. Just tell me the name of the beach.
Now you know.
If you tell me the name of the beach, I'm going to find it. I have no problem finding the eggs. I'm exporting that. I ain't showing off what. I'm exporting finding the eggs, especially the hawksbill and the green are good in that. Very, very, very good.
Okay.
And then I would tell them, when you go on the beach and you see young turtle, like some others was doing in my village at a time, take the young turtle and stone in one another.
Ooh, not nice.
And when they get back to the village, they tell me, oh, we met some young turtle, but somebody fling one after me, I fling back one after somebody and all that. I said, no. You want to do anything? Hold it in your hand, you ain't have no blood, but put it to the water and you're going to start to swim. The little boy said, I told them so. And they start pitching them after one another and there was everything, but I tell them in the class now in school, do not do that. And if they see a nest, anything with eggs and they ain't covered properly, the most you all could do, put some sand on it and come up in my village and tell me, and I'll go down and check it and I'll make a better preparation by digging other depths of hole and remove them, call it excavate.
Okay.
This is so very important because you rightly said you have to learn how to sensitize people to the importance of turtles.
So they were stoning one another with the youngs.
Wow. I'm glad that you were able to.
They didn't know better.
They didn't know, but well, now a lot of people.
Some of them bring them up in the village, so they're going to wear them. I said, no. I started to take about 6 farms, two guys, put them in a little cooler and carry them back to the water. I had to use my trans, go right back up bed the same day. And put them, although we didn't release them in the day, I had to release them because they was nearly staggering, for they had them down there long, racing them on the seashore, which was bad. They didn't know better.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
So my village kids them know a lot about the young hatchling now, because I went to Newton Gun School with Dr. Stewart, and we had some talks on there and some different activities. And I went to the Sandy Point School and telling them about all these things and different activities about the young.
Okay.
Oh, that's good indeed. Would you say that you're making better use of your time now since you've become...
Oh, yes, I'm doing some farming and I'm working on the turtle, the turtle, manitain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, the manitain is very good. It gave me some knowledge and experience, and it helped me to bring back, I'm helping to bring back the species more upward.
Okay, so you're rebuilding the population.
Yeah, because once you see we get a couple nests with youngs and you go back to the water, we know only 1 out of 100 might live, might survive, but we try our best, and I enjoy it because I was a fisherman. I used to go out there. I know what's happening out there. I know everything because I don't under the water with them, but I know the danger these species just be in.
Very important word.
But I don't fish it now.
Yeah,
I fishing on the shore alone, shoreline with just cast net, and not boating. I don't know no boating now.
No, okay. So what advice would you give to persons who are illegally catching turtles?
Well, I would warn that person is not catching time. It doesn't matter, you could be my brother, my family, and you catch that turtle and I find out, whether somebody come and tell me, or I see you, I'm going to carry it further to somebody who is bigger than I. You're not supposed to do it. And we have fellows in my village and other village who does do that, catch turtle out the season. Very, very bad. And I always tell them, a female turtle come on shore to nest, to multiply. A male turtle does not come on the shore unless somebody catch it in a trap and bring it as spear. It's all female coming out the water to nest, to multiply. So you don't have the nature of them.
Yeah, because you're doing what you can to ensure the population thrives.
Let me get the population, because I used to witness some fellas come up from the bed shore with some small little turtle, just go with 25 pounds, 30 pounds and all that. They have no time to grow. So I warning them. I say, yo, I got to stop this or hide it, because when it's a seed, me ain't gonna touch all you. I will just report it to somebody bigger. That's my intention and my input.
Yes, and very good work indeed, sir.
Yeah, I love the drive.
I could imagine, as a tourist, if I were to come here and I were to go snorkeling and I'm looking and I'm seeing all these turtles out there, I would feel very good. So you're helping the tourism economy as well. Yes, the situation.
Sometimes I get hatching like this, like the most I had was one. We had one, me and you had one together? What was 180 something or 60 something, 165 or so? One how much? 84. Hear that? That's a nest.
184.
Hatching 184.
Wow.
Hatching. Because the female that do the nesting, what actually happened? They ain't got no special number to lay, like they lay 150 everybody. Some lay one this, one that, and different activity numbers. And then you have some would, at the last of the laying for the season, it might not lay 100. It might lay about 69 or 70 or 75. But the last for the season, it never lay over 100. So when you get to a nest where lay last night and it having 100, you could tell yourself, well, this turtle is not coming back for this season. The younger eggs you have in for the other season, but the female always having eggs, but they're by stage.